Control is a brilliant new film about Joy Division. Let's meet one of the stars and its director, Craig Parkinson and Anton Corbijn. Welcome to the show. First of all, I'll start with you, Anton. It's your first feature film, and you've got an incredible career at making videos and making and photographing people. What made you choose Joy Division as a subject of your first feature film?
When I was living in Holland in the late 70s and I heard their first album, that was actually the catalyst for me moving from Holland to England, and which is this week 28 years ago. And then I met up with them within 2 weeks of arriving here, and I did photographs with them. That later became very well known, and I worked again with them. So there was an emotional connection, because that changed my life quite a lot to move to England, and there's also a visual link to that. And I've been wanting to make a film for quite a long time. Every time I read a script, I thought, well, I'm sure there's a better person to do the story than me. And when this came around, I felt that maybe with the emotional connection to the story, I could compensate for any lack in movie-making skills I might have.
Well, because you love the subject.
Exactly.
Now, Craig, who do you play in the film?
I play Tony Wilson.
Was that a hard role? Because, of course, he very sadly died, not so
Yeah. At first, I was pretty bamboozled when Anton offered me the part, because I grew up in Blackpool, so this is a guy I grew up with having my tea in front of, watching the telly. And he's always perceived of as this word magician, someone who's fantastic with words, and I just wanted to play him as a man of action, you know, because at the end of the day, this is a guy who made so much happen for the music industry.
Let's have a little look. We can see you in the film, which is beautifully shot in black and white, which I'll come on to in a moment, but let's have a look.
Now remember, we are live, so no swearing or they will cut you off.
What about arse?
What?
Is arse a swear word?
Arse, yes, it's a swear word.
No, it's not.
Bernard, out there, I know arse isn't a swear word. Here, in TV land, arse is most definitely a swear word. You trust me? I know all about swearing in TV. I'm a master of knowing what I can and what I can't.
What about Big Dog's cock? Can you say that?
Seeing as how this is the first television programme which brought you the first appearances from everyone from the Beatles to the Buzzcocks, we like to think we bring you the most new and interesting sounds in the Northwest. They're called Joy Division and are a Manchester band except for the guitarist who comes from Salford. A very important distinction. This is called Transmission.
Yeah, it's a superb film. Beautifully portrayed. I didn't say that. It's very well portrayed. It was rather vulnerable charm, I think, you managed to capture in it. Which is,
Hopefully, yeah.
Did you... now, is the music the original music in the film, or did they re-record it?
Well, every time you see the band playing, as it were, it's the band playing. It's not playback to Joy Division music. The actors were so determined to actually do it for real that they learned their instruments from scratch, you know, which is an amazing achievement.
Now, also, the other thing is that it was done. You've made it in black and white. And Orson Welles, I was reading the other day, loved filming in black and white because he thought it made people look much more beautiful and everything was much coarser. In fact, perhaps we could just go into... Can we just go into black and white in this studio?
Yeah,
oh, that feels better. Doesn't everybody feel more beautiful? Oh, yeah, we're much better now in black and white. Yeah. Why did you decide black and white?
Well, I think the collective memory of Joy Division really is in black and white, you know, and they also manifest themselves in black and white through the album sleeve, so I felt it was appropriate that way. Plus, when I came from Holland to England and I travelled up north, I thought it was a bit bleak here.
Yes.
To be honest.
Well spotted. Did you? What will be your next film, do you think? What subject would you pick next?
It'd be fictional, be in colour.
Oh.
No expense spared.
Here, can we go back into colour now? Thanks. I don't think it's a nice colour. I think it will look a bit ugly, frankly. Colour. Well, it's very nice to see you both, and it's a fantastic film, and I think the way you play him is absolutely great. A very difficult to play, and so good luck with Control. Thank you very much indeed. Craig Parkinson and Anton Corbijn now over.